The third question, if x belongs to this set, we have a set of numbers and this set contains 8, 2, and 5. We have x belongs to this set, then the value of x can't be equal to. Which of the following values can't be x? Because x belongs to this set, so x can be 8, can be 2, or can be 5. So can be 2, yes, can be 8, can be 5. So the only value can't be x is 3, and 3 is the correct answer. The fourth question, the angle with a measure of 40 degrees complements an angle with a measure of. What is the meaning of complements? Complements means the sum of two angles equal 90 degrees. So here we have 40 degrees plus the second angle, it's unknown, so we can call it x equal 90 degrees. Why 90 degrees? Because we have, this is a complement. So to find x, we can subtract 40 from both sides. So x equal 90 degrees minus 40 degrees. So x equal 50 degrees. This is the value of x that can make with this angle complements, okay? The fifth question, in the opposite figure, the ray AD is parallel to array EC. Again, array AD is parallel to EC. Because we have array AD is parallel to array EC, so we can say that the measure of angle CEA equal to the measure of angle EAD equal 40 degrees. So here we have the measure of angle AEC, this angle equal 40 degrees, and this is the correct answer. In question number 6, in the opposite figure, the value of x equal to. Here we have this figure. We can call these vertices A, B, C, D, and E. We have the line segment AB is parallel to the line segment DC. So here we have the measure of angle BAC. So we have the measure of angle BAC equal to the measure of angle ACD equal 55 degrees. So now we have the measure of this angle equal 55 degrees. How can we find x? We have a triangle ABE, and we know that the sum of interior angle of a triangle equal 180 degrees. So here we have x equal 180 degrees minus 90 degrees plus 55 degrees equal 35 degrees. So here we have x equal 35 degrees, and B will be the correct answer. The mode for the values 17, 16, 15, 11, 16, 10, and 16. What is the mode? The mode is the most common value in these values. So here we have 16 repeated 3 times. So here we have the mode equal 16. Now let's take the second type of questions, essay questions. Question number 1. Solve the proportion 3/4 equal x/20. What is the meaning of solving a proportion? Solving a proportion means finding the value of the unknown value. So to solve this proportion, we have to find the value of this x. How can we find the value of x? We can use cross multiplication. So we have 3 times 20 equal 4 times x. So now we have 4x equal 3 times 20 equal 60. How can we find x? We can find x by dividing both sides by 4. So x equals 60 divided by 4 equal 15. So now we solve this proportion and we have x equal 15. The second question, The ratio between the numbers is 2 to 5. If the smaller number is 48, find the bigger number. Now we have two numbers and we have the ratio between these two numbers is 2 to 5. And we have the smallest number is 48. How can we find the biggest number? First, we have a ratio 2 to 5. And we have the smallest number with the smallest ratio equal 48. And we don't know the value of the biggest number, so we can call it x. How can we find x? Now we have a proportion 2 divided by 48 equal 5 over x. How can we find x? We can use cross multiplication. So we have 2x equal 5 times 48. Now, how can we find x? We can find x by dividing both sides by 2. So here we have x equal 5 times 48 divided by 2, and this equal 122. So now we have the smallest number is 48 and we have the biggest number is 120. The third question, if we have a set A equal 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we have a set B equals 3, 4, 5, and 6. Find first A union B and then A intersection B. What is the meaning of union? To find A union B, we will have to find the numbers in a set A and a set B together without repetition. In assets, we don't use a repetition. So here, to find A union B, we will take the elements of a set A first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's look at the elements of a set B. We have 3. بس احنا كتبنا 3. We can't use repetition, so we can't write 3 again in the set. So we can't write 3. 4 already كتبناها. 5 ادي 5 and 6. So here we have A union B equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This about union. What is the meaning of intersection of two sets? Intersection of two sets equal the common elements between two sets. So here, to find A intersection B, we have to find the common elements between a set A and a set B. So here, what is the common elements between A and B? We have 3 and 4. This is the only two common elements between a set A and a set B. So here we have A intersection B equal 3 and 4.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.